What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video you guys would have been expecting because I did ask for your contribution for this, but today's video is going to just be me answering some of your questions about how it's been for me transitioning into a vegan lifestyle and all of the sort of challenges and things that I faced along the way. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump straight in because there are quite a few questions and I do want to get to as many as I possibly can. So the first vegan question, and I think this one is really cute to start off with, is what is your favorite vegan quote? My favorite one, I didn't actually have one, so I did go out and do a little bit of research, but I'm gonna read it. So it's, always be the vegan that you would have wanted to meet before you were vegan yourself. So I am extremely passionate about not pushing or demanding or being aggressive in any way. I am very much a lead by example kind of person, and although I did do a lot of the research and found veganism for health reasons myself, if anyone was to persuade me, it would have been someone that is just shining in the glory of it, not someone telling me to do it. The next question is vegan dates when you come to the States. This is actually from one of my friends, Ashley, but she asked, have you found a good replacement for egg whites in baking? Yes, whenever I bake anything, all I use for a egg replacement is either just a mashed up banana or I make a flax egg. So you just get flax meal and mix it with a little bit of water. So the next question is from Olivia, and she asks, what do you tell people when they ask why you're vegan? So initially when people asked why I was vegan, I was saying obviously it was due to the health reasons, because that was the reason why I became vegan in the first place, to fix the chronic stomach issues that I have. But as time has gone on and I have done a lot more research into the lifestyle, I now just say either it's because of the ethics or again because of the health. I have so many reasons now to tell people because I've seen so many benefits. So I almost don't know what to tell people. I just tell people it's because it makes me feel absolutely amazing. So the next question is from Claine. I don't know. What was the hardest part about going completely vegan versus being plant-based? This is a tricky one because so many people think that there's got to be so many regimented rules that you need to strictly follow before calling yourself a vegan. When I see it as, if you're making steps in the right direction, wouldn't you want to call yourself a vegan to promote the lifestyle, to promote every step that you're taking, and to show people that it's not like you need to change your whole entire life to become a vegan? Shouldn't it just be like, I am making a conscious effort to save the planet, the animals, and my own health, so therefore I am a vegan because you're taking out animal products. It doesn't mean that you need to go and throw every single thing in your house out that's leather. Like, it's baby steps, but I don't believe in people having to call themselves plant-based just because they own a pair of, leather shoes that they had from like 10 years ago. But no, I didn't find it tricky. Also, it's a little bit easier for me because I have always used Australian-made, natural, organic, vegan products in my house, and I think that would be the really difficult thing for a lot of people, is all of the products that you don't think of, like the stuff that you clean your dishes with, the toilet paper, the stuff that you clean your toilet with, all of that, like, is that not vegan? Like, for me, that's always been vegan, so that was never a transition. And I'm a massive tight ass when it comes to spending money on clothes. I don't actually believe in buying, really expensive brands or things, so I actually have a leather jacket, but of course it's fake leather because, I could buy the $400 one or the $80 one. So that's just, for me, there wasn't a lot of huge changes. But my advice for anyone who's making those changes, just make them small because then there shouldn't be an issue. So next question is from Jamie, and she asked, how long did it take you to fully transition to vegan from plant-based? Love you. I love you too. I don't really know. So I went plant-based essentially in the beginning of February this year, and I'd probably say I don't have strict dates. I don't have a vegan anniversary or anything like that. I can't remember. I just did it. And I just essentially recognized that, well, there's nothing else really other than the food in my life that isn't vegan. I'm not purchasing any makeup brands or, skincare products or house cleaning products that aren't vegan. So how am I not a vegan? I don't remember what day that was, but I just decided, to go fully vegan, and I don't even remember doing it. So I apologize, but I don't know how long it took. So if you could say, from this day now, it's what, July, from February. That's how long the whole entire transition took me. What is your favorite vegan dish? I can't. I'm sorry, I can't. I just love food. All the dishes, all the foods are my favorite. All the vegan foods is my favorite dish. So this question came up quite a bit. Well, not quite a bit, it came from a couple of people, but what was the hardest thing to leave whilst going vegan? And this is not really a like, I'm going vegan, I have to leave this behind, but unfortunately, as some of you guys know, I can't have a lot of soy because it A, breaks out my skin, and B, like, I don't know, I might have a slight allergy to it because I actually get this like weird thing in my throat every time I drink or eat too much soy. So the hardest thing for me is probably the fact that I have yet to find a different plant-based milk that makes a really good baristed coffee. So like going vegan and cutting out dairy, I obviously don't have dairy milk in coffees, and now I can't have like soy lattes either. So I did really enjoy having like a baristed coffee, and now I obviously can't have that very regularly. Like I can have a soy one here and there, but like I couldn't have one every day, and I used to have one every day. So that was probably the hardest thing for me. So Charlie asked the same thing about going vegan. Was I vegetarian or anything before making the transition, and is George vegan also? So yes, I was a vegetarian, but not directly before going vegan this time. I was actually a vegetarian a couple of years ago for about a year, and I did it the completely wrong way. I had actually no idea. I did it for the animals that time. It had nothing to do with health because I was drinking alcohol like every day when I was like so wild when I was back and young. No, not really. I just worked in a bar, but anyway, I literally ate like Hungry Jack's veggie burgers all the time and like toasted cheese sandwiches. Like I was the most unhealthy vegetarian that you could possibly come across. The only healthy thing that I probably ate was like miso soup, and that was like once a day because I was lazy. But yeah, so I was a vegetarian, and it should have been a sign, because when I started eating meat again, I remember the first thing I ate, it was bolognese, and I was so sick. I was sick for like a whole entire week. That just shows the effects that like meat has on your body. But yeah, and is George fully vegan? No, George is not fully vegan, although he does make a conscious effort to eat, you know, a lot of vegetarian meals. He has pretty much cut out red meat out of his diet, but I would never force anything upon anyone. Everyone's journey is their own. How do non-vegans close to you, parents/friends, react when you decided to go vegan? Luckily, I have a very awesome network around me. I'm pretty wild. I've done I'm not saying going vegan is wild, but like I've never just been like, I've made some crazy decisions in my life, and my parents have always supported me, so going vegan is not a surprise to them. As I said, I was vegetarian before anyway, but I've cut out meat other times. Like there's been lots of stages where I've cut out meat, so to my parents it was absolutely no surprise. And the fact that they've been with me dealing with all those health issues, and then for them to completely clear up, they're like, that's amazing. Obviously, like my dad and my brother give me some banter sometimes, like, you know, I'll bring out my veggie burgers at the family barbecue and they're like, I bet they taste delicious. But like, whatever. And all my friends are really supportive as well. Like my friend Kiara, she just got engaged, and at her engagement party, like she even organized like my own plate for me. So I don't know, I'm really lucky that no one around me has been judgmental or given me any crap for it. But yeah. Leanne asked, which diet did you lose more weight on, a high protein or a vegan diet? Neither, because I don't know. Yeah, neither. But what I will say is, I haven't lost weight. My weight has been pretty, like, you guys would have known, like it's gone up and down, maybe a couple of kilos over the past year, but ever since going vegan, I have built a lot more muscle and my body fat has reduced. So weight-wise, I haven't really changed and seen a significant change with either, but my physique and my body fat and my muscle ratio has definitely, my muscle's gone up and my fat's gone down since going vegan. But also I've been training extra hard at the gym, so like who's to know. But I do think the vegan diet has helped support that muscle growth a little bit more. I don't know, maybe that's just like I metabolize plant foods better and it's just giving me more energy, but I definitely noticed my body has changed the most in the past 6 or so months, and I've been plant-based while that's happened, so plant-based all the way. So Brittany Lesser, hey girl, I love Brittany's channel. She's awesome. If you don't already, you should definitely check her out. Her channel's amazing. She's so like inspiring. But she asked, have you noticed any health positives or negatives with it? Always been interested in veganism due to ethics, but I have a lot of issues, mainly with IBS, that I'm worried about. Well, girl, oh my god. So if you should go back and watch my like recent videos about like why I went plant-based and everything like that. I had stomach issues, like really bad digestive issues, bad bloating issues, acidity issues in my stomach, so many symptoms that would be in line with IBS, but going vegan cleared every single one of them up. And I am telling you, I went to the doctor thousands of times. I tried every type of medication, I tried everything. I was like almost to the point where they were basically telling me that my bowel and my stomach was depressed and that I was gonna have to go on antidepressants, which I would never do. But going vegan is the only thing that has helped my stomach issues, and I feel like I'm walking on freaking air. Like, it has been the best, most amazing thing that's ever happened to me. I've not even incurred one stomach issue. I've go to the toilet regularly. Like, my stomach has been like perfect. Like, I never even had an issue since going vegan. So all I can suggest is at least give it a try. Give it 30 days or something like that. Like, if you are interested in it, like, and you're incurring stomach issues, then what's holding you back? Like, that's the thing. I don't understand why people don't just give something a try. Like, I was willing to try absolutely everything, and I finally found what worked for me. So there's no harm in trying. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. That's obviously gonna be a very unfortunate situation, but I highly doubt that it won't. But all you can do is try. So I definitely urge you, maybe even just do like a 30-day challenge and see how you go from there. Do you get tempted by non-vegan foods? If so, what do you do? And honestly, probably not. No, actually, I would say no, I don't. You know why? Because there is a vegan version of absolutely everything that you could want. Like, one of my favorite things to have for like a cheat meal or like a naughty meal was obviously like nachos, because I love Mexican food. I used to make, George and I used to make these like nachos, so it was just basically corn chips, salsa, and cheese. And I tried it with a day of cheese the other day, and it was amazing. Like, absolutely everything that you think you're gonna crave, there is a vegan version of it, so why would you end up missing it? Just have the vegan version. And like, most of the time it's better because like it doesn't make you feel like poo afterwards. So the last question is, how do you make sure that you keep your diet varied enough to get plenty of nutrients all while staying healthy? Well, I just make sure that I eat lots of different types of food. So I do not stick to eating the same thing every day. I make sure that you guys have seen, like, I read out to you what I'm like cooking for dinners. I'm gonna be having like some Italian, some Asian, some Indian, like salads, pastas, curries, soups. Like, I just make sure that I'm being really creative and that I'm including lots of vegetables. I make sure that there is some form of protein, whether it be like, you know, beans or tempeh or something like that, or even just some quinoa, or I just make sure that I'm eating lots of different types of food. And because like, I'm not a very like habitual person anyway, I would die. Literally, I would just die of like boredom if I ate the same thing every day. So I don't know, I just think that eating a whole bunch of different types of food, then you're gonna be fine. If you're eating like whole plant food and all different macronutrient groups, so all your carbs, all your proteins, all your fats, and not just cutting out one of them, then you're gonna be fine. So that's pretty much it, guys. I hope I sufficiently answered all of your questions. If you do have any more questions, don't forget to leave them in the comments below and I will just type back to you. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.